I was a bit surprised, puzzled, and intrigued also when Francis invited me to say a few words over here, because I believe he is one of the more articulate artists in Goa. He can say a lot about his work. I was intrigued and surprised, and like my wife cautioned me, she said, say a few words, not a few million, she said. So I'm going to try and keep it brief, But I want us to do a little experiment. I want us to take a risk. I want us to be bold in doing something. I want to deconstruct this whole habit of looking at an exhibition, of somebody like who says a few words, is invited to talk, and they come here and they pontificate. They will tell you some anecdotal experience about the artist. They will talk about the background. They will say that the artist started here and he went here and he went there. I don't want to do all that. I want to put the ball back in the viewer's court. I want to be able to say that the artist with capital A has done his bit. He has put his works up on display on the wall. What are we as beholders? What can we say? What can we offer? What can we see? And more often than not, such gatherings, I am often told by people who come for exhibitions, and most of these artists themselves say it, is that most of the time for openings people talk rather than see. More often than not, that's what happens. It's not a wrong thing to come for openings. The artist needs to see some support, because sooner or later you are going to be in that. You are going to have an opening. You would like people to come over. Yeah. So anyway, what I would like to do is that if we can, and not if, I kind of insist, since I have been invited by him, so I can take a little leeway with you all. Maybe you all can indulge me. I would like us to, any of you, we can start by going around the work and seeing what you all have to say. Not the artist with the capital A, not the critic with the capital C, but the beholder with the capital B. You all are the ones who complete the work of art. What do you all have to say? How do you all look at the work? How do you all interpret it? Game for this? Can you hear the silence?
You scared everyone into immobility.
No, what I'm trying to say is, and it's not a new thing, what I'm saying. A very well-known French literary critic called Roland Barthes has said that he wrote a very beautiful essay called The Death of the Author. He says, and then he ends that essay with, it's the death of the author, but also the birth of the reader. In the context he was talking about novels and reads. He said, give ourselves the chance as beholders to say, okay, this is what I feel this painting is about. So why don't we start? Anyone over here would like to pick on a particular painting? Please. Try it. Nobody has done this. This one?
Just behind.
Okay. We are making history here. Nobody has done ever this kind of a thing here, I believe. Has this happened? And in my art appreciation classes, and we frequently do this. So it's something which one could probably hang on the wall, and take pleasure in. Yeah. It's a motive.
Yes. What is more important here is the composition. It makes colors come out.
Okay. So you're saying that the shapes are composed in such a way that the colors are effective. Okay.
You like a green field and then a rocky
Okay.
structure.
Yeah. Can you all see? Do you all have associations of seeing nature or parts of a landscape? Do you all find that?
Greenery, more of greenery, land.
Valid interpretation of this painting. It need not have anything to do with what Francis has intended to do. Now this may sound very, very sacrilegious, keeping the works unframed, by taking it over the edge of the, is something that you can also probably be thinking about, you know.
No boundaries.
Yeah.
Yes. There are no titles also, which for what I am trying to do is perfect. Because then if there were titles, then you would say, oh yeah, I see this, and this is what I know what he means.
That texture, so kind of plays with the point of the distance of viewer. With the artwork. Way you can
So your perception changes when you see it from far.
No, it's just as an art. I mean, it's very important that the artwork gives you a new thing at each step, There shouldn't be like this is it, this is the distance.
What is called non-representational, or what is popularly seen as abstraction.
Glass paint there is.
A lot of work that needs to be done.
Fixed pattern or evolve in a specific manner. Rather, the idea of any of these paintings being complete must be squashed at the outset. They can best be described by me as works in progress, being deep within it. Viewing it from all angles and making it the building bricks for yet another. The notion that the material itself is the subject matter. So the subject matter of this painting are the materials themselves. Paint itself is the subject matter of this exhibition. He's not looked at, okay, I'm going to paint so-and-so theme. He's ready to get out of the comfort zone from what he is mostly well known for and do something, quite audacious. It can be seen what you are trying to say. You're focusing on certain shapes, colors, work. Very nice. Yeah. So let's give it up for Francis. Yeah.
British. Hey, what do you want to know here? This is very sudden, Everything is being said with paint and form and color. So, that is it. Thanks.